13, verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
Right, so they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast. All right? The dragon is what? Satan in this situation. Gave power to who? The beast, which is the white man. That's what it's talking about. Read on.
And they worship the beast, saying.
Right, and you worship this white man. You might think you're not, but you are. Read.
Who is like unto the beast?
Who's like unto this to this Edomite, to this white man? That's what the world is saying. Who's like him? Read.
Who is able to make war with him?
Who's able to make war with him? Is there any people on the face of this earth that could go to war against Esau, against the so-called white man in America and win? You tell me. Who? Who got the same weaponry as this man? Nobody. Nobody.
And there was given unto him a mouth.
And there was given unto this man, the so-called white man, a mouth to what?
Speaking great things.
He was speaking great things. Come on.
And blasphemy.
And blasphemy. Come on.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Right. So that great mouth that he's given to speak lies and everything else is what? That's your Hollywood. That's your TV. That's your media. That's your newspapers. That's how you're able to say that what? That this is Jesus. That's how you're able to say that this is a straight up lie. All right? But what? Much power was given unto this man to do what? Lie to you. These are the smooth things our people want to hear. That's why a lot of our sisters you see all of a sudden, a lot of black women you see them what? Dealing with white men. How you see that? Because all of a sudden they start putting that on TV. Now you see them, they're like, oh shoot, that's okay. I'm watching it on TV. Now I'm going to do that. But according to the law, you ain't supposed to do that. The Lord said they're going to blaspheme with the mouth that they were given. That means lies. Give me Deuteronomy 7. I'm going to show you where our people ain't supposed to be dealing with no other nation but our own. When it comes to marriage and laying down with women and women laying down with men, you ain't supposed to be dealing with no white people, man. You ain't supposed to be dealing with no Chinese, no Africans. It's just the way it is. That's what the Lord said. I'm going to prove it to you. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3.
Come on.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Talking about the other nations. This is talking to Israel, sister. I want you to hear this. I'm going over it. Yeah, all right.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Right. So if you got a daughter, you're not supposed to give your daughter now to the Irishman at your job, his son. You ain't supposed to say to that man, yo, listen, I got my daughter here. You got your son. Let's make a match. No. That's against the laws. Read.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Right. So you don't take the Asian woman and say, okay, I want her for my son. You don't do that. That's hatred against your people. Read on.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Right. Because what's going to happen? It's not saying that the other nations are not what? They're not cute. They're not good looking. Because people come up emotional. But I love them. They're so nice to me. That ain't what the Lord said. The Lord didn't say that they wasn't going to be nice to you sometimes. He didn't say that they wasn't going to be good looking. He said what?
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
They're going to turn you away from following the Most High. How is this possible? Because now when we tell you that as a nation of Israel, because you're in Israel, where your father's from? Here what? New York?
No, he's from America. He's American.
He's American. So you'll be from the tribe of Judah. But let's say you get a woman who's what? Who's Chinese. She's not an Israelite. So now when it's time for us to come together and serve the Lord, she's not going to want to do that. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to follow her. Why? Because you love her. Out of emotion. You're not following the Lord. That's what the Lord is telling you.
But they will turn away thy son from following me.
That's right. So when you see all these sisters running around with all these white men all over the damn place, all of a sudden, that's because the media, Hollywood, got their minds twisted. So right now they can't hear this. They're the devil. Greek, what's up?
How about the black man? He's saying the Caucasian women too.
Absolutely. I'm talking about both sides. I'm talking about both things. I'm just saying right now that you see this thing in the earth heavily. You never saw it like that before. Now every time you want to train, you see at least 2 or 3 in the same car. That's unheard of. Why? Because TV put their head there. That satellite dish in their mind, like a brother would say. You understand? Give me Nehemiah. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to show you something else. Because our people, we got to get away. Hey, brother. Our people got to get away from all of this running behind the other nations, man. We are our own people. We need to learn our heritage, keep the commandments, learn our high holy days to serve the Lord. Stop running behind the damn white man. Stop running behind the Chinese man. You want to run behind every man on the earth. You want to do nothing by yourself.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod.
Right. So this brother here, Nehemiah, he saw certain of the Jews, certain of our people married to what? Women of Ashdod. Read on.
And Ammon.
Ammon. which is today the current day Japanese, come on,
and of Moab,
and the current day Chinese, all right? These are the ancient names for them. Read on.
and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod.
Right, so the children spoke in the what? In the speech of their parents, of who? The mother, who was from another nation, but what?
And could not speak in the Jews' language.
But didn't speak any Hebrew. Why? Because the mother raises up the child. So now, although the child is an Israelite by blood, he's clinging to his mom, right? So now he's confused. He don't want to do what the book's saying now because he's confused with his mother. Read on.
But according to the language of each people.
Right, come on.
And I contended with them.
And I fought with them. That's what contended me. I fought with them. Come on.
And cursed them.
And cursed me, cursed them out. This is a man of the scriptures. You got to learn the Bible. These men right here, these was no soft men you seen up in the church. These men will punch you in your mouth, smack you, might kill you. These are the men of the Bible. Read on.
And smote certain of them.
He said he hit certain of them. He punched certain of them. He grabbed them up. Read.
And plucked off their hair.
And plucked out their hair. That's how mad he was. Can you see a pastor doing that today? If a pastor was doing that in the street, you would call him wicked. But this is what? This is Nehemiah, a real prophet of God. Read on.
And made them swear by God.
And made them swear by the Lord. Come on.
Saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons.
Right. You shall not give your daughters unto those other nations' sons. We just read that in Deuteronomy. You out of here? All right, don't get scared, brother. You got to build up your spirit and become a man out here.
That's
Read
right.
on.
Nor take their daughters unto their sons.
Nor take their daughters to be your sons' wives. That's what this Bible is saying. Read on.
Or for yourselves.
Or for yourselves. Come on.
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
Because King Solomon did that. And that was a sin. That's what brought him down. Because he had women of the other nations. But what? We going back into what? The media, TV, putting our people into the frame of mind that we're all one. They tell us we're all one, but we're not really all one. Because we're always on the bottom, so how we all one? Right now, when we're trying to get a certain position, they're not going to mess with you. They're going to mess with their own. So if we were really all equal, that wouldn't be true. You understand? That's phony, according to TV, according to Hollywood, all right? Why would the black woman now all of a sudden be running off with the white man all of a sudden? How that happen? TV is doing that. Every show you see a sister with some white man. And she's getting holed out. It's not like she's married.
They got one called Scandalous.
Right, scandal. Right? Scandal. That's right. She messing with the president. She laying down with all the lobbyists. She's a damn whore. And they got a show about her. And that's a real life show. That's a real life situation. You got the so-called Hispanics got a show called Maids. And they laying up with every white man in the spot. And you telling me this is where our people need to be? Come on, man. This is Hollywood's garbage. We got to get out of that. You understand? What you got?
Yet among many nations was there no king like him.
Right, and although Solomon was a great king, that's what brought him down. You not to lay up with the other nations. That's against the laws of God, right? But what? But our women, y'all being in the videos, y'all think y'all beautiful and all of this. And that's why y'all doing that, because what? Before, when you walked up on a sister, you had to have some type of game. You had to come up with a game, man. You had to be like, yo, sis, how you doing, bro? You had to show your flavor and all of that. You gonna tell me that the so-called white man got flavor to bag up a sister? No, he does not. But why? They are destroyed. So now they giving it away. Give me Ezekiel 16, bro, and 15. They giving it away, bro.
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 15.
Come on.
But thou didst trust in thy own beauty.
Right. This sister, this Israelite sister, trusted in her own beauty. She didn't trust in the Lord. She didn't trust in his Bible. Read on.
And playest the harlot.
She played what?
Playest the harlot.
She played the whore. This is what the Lord is saying. She played the whore. Come on.
Because of thy renown.
Because of your renown. Because you were known for your beauty. You known for your big butt. You known for your breasts and your dark complexion. You known for this beauty. And because of that, you got yourself out here like a whore. Read on.
And purged out thy fornications on everyone that passed by.
Right, and she poured the fornications on everybody that passed by. Because when you look out here, all you do is see sisters wearing tight clothes, spandex, panties showing, breasts out, thighs out. She's pouring out her whoredom to everyone. And if the shoe fits, just wear it. Don't look over here mad. Just, if the shoe fits, wear it. If it don't fit, keep it moving. You understand? But y'all sisters need to dress correct. Because you got yourself like prostitutes out here.
Right.
You understand that? That's what the Bible says. Read it. Read it again, bro.
But thou didst trust in thy own beauty.
Right.
And playest the harlot.
And played the harlot. Come on.
Because thy renown.
Because of your renown. Come on.
And pourest out thy fornications on everyone that passed by.
That's right.
His it was.
No. Read that last part again.
His it was.
No, go up. Poured out
And
the
pours
fornication.
out thy fornications on everyone that passed by. His it was.
There it goes. Because now that everybody who passed by, they actually offering themselves to everyone who passed by. That's what it's saying. That's what the scripture is telling you. They're offering themselves to everyone. Because right now you're walking down the street. A sister's walking by, spandex, breasts out and everything. She's now billboard. So now you looking. That's the advertisement. So you looking, let me see if I can buy that. Hey sis, you know what's going on? Can I take you somewhere? You thinking in your mind, oh, that meal gonna cost me 50. I'm gonna take it to the hotel for 70. And then after that, I'm gonna hit that, and my night was 130. So she put the ad out, and you what? You answered the ad. That's what this is talking about, bro. Jump down to let me see something. That's right. We gonna back that up. Go to 25.
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 25.
Come on.
Thou hast built thy high place
Right.
at every head of the way.
Right, because their high place is what? That's where they strutting their stuff. That's where they strutting their stuff. That's where all the whores is congregating at. Walking up and down the streets. Read on.
And has made thy beauty to be abhorred.
Right, they made their beauty to be hated now. Because now that we in these scriptures, we see the sisters, we hate the way they looking right now. We hate it. And the Most High hates it. And he made them beautiful, but now they beauty is pure hatred. Read on.
And has opened thy feet to everyone that passed by.
Oh my God. Bruh, the scriptures say that she has opened her feet to everybody that passed by. What that mean? The sister opens up her feet to everybody that passed by. What that mean? No, it means that she opened her legs. That's what the Lord is saying. That's how the Most High deals. He don't deal in playtime. He gonna tell you what it is. This woman playing a harlot, she got her legs open to everybody. Give me Sirach. I'm gonna back that up. Give me Sirach 25 and 12. Watch this. This is how the Lord is speaking. Y'all gotta know how the Lord speaks. All right, it's not like you're pastor in the church playing games. The Lord is gonna come clear and concise and let you know that when you playing a whore, he gonna call you a hoe. When you acting like a man, you want to sleep with every woman, he gonna call you a whoremonger to your face.
Chapter 26, verse 12.
Come on.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
It says that this woman is gonna open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. I want you to remember that. Let's say you a traveler, you walking up and down all day. You ain't had no water, no nothing to drink. Read on.
When he have found a fountain and drink of every water near her.
When she sees that certain water, she's gonna drink of every water that's near her. What that means? She's gonna open her mouth. Right, every man that comes by, she's gonna do what? She's gonna open her mouth. What does that mean, brother? No, I want you to really understand what this book is saying. She's opening her mouth and taking in all the water into her mouth. Talk to me, bro.
Oh, sexual.
That's right.
Sexual.
That's right. The Lord is talking about fellatio, brother. This is what it is. He's talking about the woman giving head, in other words. Yes, this is in the Bible. I know you're upset because you don't know. It's in the Bible. Y'all need to come and learn this Bible and get the hell out of those churches because they lying to you, sis. You have not learned that you're an Israelite. You have not learned that you're the 12 tribes and that Christ's only coming back for you. You got to learn this and stop walking around like this crazy. Read.
By every hedge will she sit down.
By every hedge will she sit down. Come on.
And open her quiver.
Open her quiver.
Against every arrow.
Against every arrow. Do you know what a quiver is, bro? A quiver. Excellent. That's the arrow. All right. So what? When you look up arrows, a quiver is actually a box. So don't you hear a lot of women talk about their thing as a box? But the Most High called it a box first. That's when you know this is our book, bro. The slang and everything is in here. When you look in the book of Isaiah, it talks about the crib. All that, the way we talk is the way the Bible talks. This is our book, man. This is how the Lord got to communicate with us, man. He said, you open up your box to every rod. That's what he's saying. You got a question, sis? Hold on. You got a question? What is that? You got a question?
Yeah.
That's yours?
No, I'm just asking.
I don't know what that is. That's yours?
Okay.
All right, come
What do
on.
you mean about the beast?
About the beast, we're going to get to that. We actually talking about that right now, so you just hold tight. Right now, we're dealing with women who's dressed out of order. You understand that?
That's judging.
Is it?
Who are you to judge?
I'm gonna show you who I am to judge.
Who are you to judge?
I'm gonna tell you. Stay right there.
I'm talking because
How
You
are
can
you
talk.
the judge? You're not. You bleed just like I bleed.
Yes.
You're not anointed. So how can you sit here and judge
I'm gonna
a
show you.
person the way they dress?
Right. You want the answer?
Yes, please give me the answer.
You talk, I close my mouth. Now I'm gonna speak, you gotta be quiet. All right? Because many of our people, you know what happens? They get emotional. We're gonna get out of your emotions, sis. Check this out. Read that.
John chapter 7, verse 24.
Read.
Judge not according to the appearance.
Judge not according to the appearance. That's what you're talking about.
That's him to judge us.
Hold on.
Not you.
Let's read
Not
the rest.
nobody around
Sister,
here.
let's read the rest.
ahead.
Read on.
But judge righteous judgment.
But it says judge a righteous judgment. Let's find out what is righteous. You know what that's at? Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 25. We're gonna find out what righteous is. Then we're gonna see, is it okay to judge after this?
It's not okay to
All right, sister, listen.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25.
Come on.
And it shall be our
It
righteousness,
shall be our righteousness, meaning what? The 12 tribes of Israel, our righteousness, come on.
if we observe to do all these commandments,
That we observe to do all these what?
to do all these commandments,
All these commandments, the laws that are in the Bible, come on.
because the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us.
Right. So now when it says don't judge upon appearance, but judge according to righteousness, now I'm going to do that. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Now, we're going to judge the matter according to the laws of God. If the laws of God say that you are out of order, I am to let you know that. Read that.
I will know that when he judges me.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Let's go.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
It says that the
But that wasn't they
woman,
naked before?
the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Let's read the next part for the sister. She's smart. Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. What is a woman's garment that a man should not wear?
Panties,
Panties, bras, a dress.
But what if they
Oh,
want to do that? That's their preference.
No.
Because they're going to get judged by
If
God.
a man is walking down the street with a dress, right? You're going to call him what?
I
What is
don't
he?
judge no man.
You don't judge no man?
I don't.
According to this Bible, this man is out of order. Right
Let
now,
God handle that.
now you
God
said
is the only one that can judge
Read
anybody.
1 Corinthians 2 and 15. Now I'm going to show
Because
you
who's buying his clothes? Nobody is.
something.
I'm very smart.
I know you are.
I'm
That's
just-
why when we read these scriptures, I know you're going to get it. I know you're going to get it, and you ain't going to fight. 1 Corinthians 2 and 15. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15.
Come on.
But he that is spiritual,
But he that is spiritual
judge all things.
judges all things. So the man that has the
So how
spirit.
can you say that? And why is it saying that in the Bible if it's saying thou shalt not judge?
No. That's not what it said. It
In
says
the Bible,
judge.
it's 10 Commandments. What does it say?
Whoa, sister. I read it to you already. It says judge not upon the appearance. It says judge according to righteousness. Then it says that if any man is spiritual, he can judge. Let's find out what spiritual is. Because I might say I'm spiritual, and then you're going to say you ain't spiritual.
I didn't say that.
Hold on.
I didn't say that.
No. I want Romans 7 and
I've been
14.
through a lot of stuff in my life. I'm very spiritual.
We're going to find out if you're spiritual. According to God, of this Bible, of the Israelites, we're going to find out if what you said is correct. Read.
John chapter 7, verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
We know that the law is spiritual. So when you keeping the law, that's when you in the spirit. Read on.
But I am carnal, sold under sin.
Read the first precept again.
For we know that the law is spiritual.
So we know that the law is spiritual. So when you keeping the laws in the faith of Christ, that's when you're able to judge a matter. Right now, we're going to judge the matter. Go back to Deuteronomy 22 and 5, sis. This is how we're going to deal. We're going to deal with you according to the Bible and not according to our feelings. We ain't involved in that. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Come on.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Come on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So a man, we know that a man wearing a woman's garment is a dress, panties. What is a woman wearing a man's garment? What is that?
Pants.
Excellent.
I'm not doing all that.
Excellent. So when you see these signs right here, sis, what bathroom you go in?
I'm going that one.
You go in this one. Why?
And if the girl one is dirty, I'm going in the boys' bathroom. It's clean.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that. You going in this one, why?
Because it's a girl's bathroom.
And why? Why?
But I don't have to change
But
the way
why
I
is the
dress
symbol?
because
Where's the symbol that shows this is a girl's dress? This is a
it's
girl's
a dress.
bathroom.
It's a dress.
It's a dress. That's what I want to hear, sis. So right now, guess what? The Lord is looking at you like a cross-dresser right now. That's how it's going down. Read Deuteronomy 22 and 5, the entire thing, and I want the bottom.
Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
Come on.
24 and 5.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a
You
man.
hear that? No woman's supposed to be wearing pants. Come on.
Neither shall a man
put on a woman's garment. And none of you men should be wearing dresses. Read on. For that do so, for all who do that, come on, are an abomination. Or what? Abomination. An abomination. Come on. Unto the Lord thy God. Unto the Lord thy God. Do you know what an abomination is, sis? You do? You know what an abomination is? Disgrace. A disgrace. That's what the Lord is looking at. All right? Give me the prophets 20 and 13. I'm going to show you something, sis.
But all the prophets, when I look at them in the stories, were they wearing dresses too?
No, they weren't wearing dresses.
Come on, some of them was wearing dresses,
They was wearing this, sis. This is what they was wearing. She has pants under here. I'm going to prove that. I'm going to prove it, sis. But first we're going to read this. Read it. Leviticus 20 and verse 13. Come on. If a man also lie with mankind. If a man lay with another man, come on. As he lies with a woman. Like you're supposed to lie with a woman sexually, come on. Both of them have committed an abomination. Stop. Both of them. The guy who's giving and the guy who's receiving. The pitcher, the catcher. The quarterback, the receiver. Both. Come on. Both of them have committed an abomination. Both of them have committed an abomination. So what the Lord's saying about cross-dressing? He looking at you just like he looking at the homosexual. Just like he looking at the lesbian. I'm just trying to I'm giving it to you plain.
So you saying if she was,
I hear you.
women while they were spiritual, they would keep the commandment of the Lord.
Because once you get the spirit of the Bible, you understand who they are. We don't want to hear about Buddha. We don't want to hear about Allah. We don't want to hear about none of those fake gods. We hear about this. Give me John 6:63 right now. John 6:63. We're going to find out what the spirit is, sis. Come on. It is the spirit that quickeneth. It's the spirit that changes. Your spirit got to change. Come on. The flesh profiteth nothing. That sin ain't going to work for you. Your flesh will not change. You got to change your understanding, your mind. Come on. The words that I speak unto you. The words that Christ is going to speak unto you. What? They are spirit. They are what? They are spirit. They are spirit. And they are life. And they are life. What's the words of Christ are all through this Bible. So when you hear the laws on a woman not supposed to wear pants, that's Christ. When you read in Hebrews 10, it says, I come in the volume of the book. Meaning all this is written to him. So once we in the laws and we keeping it, that's when we spiritual. When we keeping all these things, now I can come out and say, bro, listen, bro, you got to grow a beard. Sister, listen, you got to, that's the small things. Sister, you got to wear a dress. We got to put on fringes. Now I can tell you that. A few years ago, I wouldn't be able to tell you that because I was right there where you was at. Because what? I never understood. So this is the spirit, sis. So although we might have our own thoughts, and we think we got our own thoughts, but that's how I started off the class right now. That TV in Hollywood is our school. That's who's teaching us. Yes. Huh?
I don't do the TV thing.
You don't do the TV thing?
For a whole year, I went.
Let me ask you a question.
Everything without the worldly life.
All right, very good. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? You mentioned before about the yin and the yang. Whose heritage is that? Huh? Is that our people's heritage, yin and yang? Where that come from?
I'm not talking about yin and yang in that aspect. I'm talking about evil and good.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Spirituality. I've been
evil
through that.
And good?
I've been.
Give me
you don't understand what I mean.
Give me Sirach. What's that? 33:14.
I'm Haitian. I know how to.
You Haitian?
Yes, very much.
Okay. We got a lot of so-called Haitians. You from the tribe of Levi, sis.
I'm not a tribe of nothing. I'm a tribe of my Lord.
You from the tribe of Levi. I just told you
I don't
that.
know what you're
and now I'm
talking
going to prove to you
about.
you're an Israelite. Drop that. No, give me Deuteronomy 28. We're going to prove to you. You know what the problem is, sis? You don't know you're Israel. You don't know
me, and I don't
you
believe in I am anything of whatever you talk about.
Right, so you just
I'm a
born
human
out the
being.
street.
No,
You
I didn't
born
say
out
that.
of the road.
I didn't say that.
Your forefathers, my forefathers. So how you just by yourself? That don't make no sense. Right. Read. Yes. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Come on. But it shall come to pass. But it shall come to pass. Come on. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice. One second. Let me give y'all a background. This is Moses speaking to the entire 12 tribes, all the children of Israel. Read on. Start from the top. Deuteronomy 28:15. Come on. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. It shall come to pass if you do not listen to the words of God. Come on. To observe, to do all his commandments. To observe all his commandments. Like what? Wearing a dress. Like what? Growing a beard. Okay. Like what? Keeping the high holy days. Come on. And his statutes. And his statutes. Which, hold on. What is a statute? A statute is just a breakdown of a law. Okay. I told a brother last week. If you got a law on traffic, a statute would be you can't go through a red light. Conditional law. Right. All the laws pertaining to that particular law. That's all the statute would read. To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. Come on. That all these curses shall come upon. What?
that all these curses
come on,
shall come upon thee
shall come upon you
and overtake thee.
and overtake you. So the Lord is telling you, our people, the Israelites, that if you don't keep these commandments, many curses are going to come on you. What? He didn't say many curses and walk away. Then he gave the curses. He let you know that what? In the future, when we see these curses on us, we're going to know who we are. And the other nations going to know who we are. The reason you don't know who you are is because they know who you are and they're not telling you. That's why we here. The Most High sent the prophets to come and teach his people.
That's right.
Give me 32. Let's just jump to 32.
Deuteronomy 28:32.
Come on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Sister, what's your name, sis?
Daphne.
Gabby?
Daphne.
Daphne? Oh, Daphne. Okay, I'm sorry. Sister Daphne. It says here that your sons and your daughters shall be given unto another people. What does that mean? You don't know what that means? Bro, if I come to you and tell you your sons and your daughters are going to be given to another people, not that you're going to be, they're going to be given.
They're going to be taken away.
They're going to be taken away. Let's read on. Let's
Be holy, because they're innocent.
That's not what it said.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Come on.
And thine eyes shall look all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Right, and your eyes is going to be looking after these kids all the day long, and you ain't going to be able to get them back. What's that talking about? If I take your children and give them to somebody, and you can't do nothing about getting them back, what that mean? What's going on?
Prisoners?
Prisoners? Okay, what's another word? What's another word?
Bondage.
Excellent. Bondage. What's another word for bondage that we're going to understand real quick? Thank you very much. Slavery. Slavery. Your children is going to give to another people in slavery. Jump down to 48. We're going to make it, it's going to be plain. You're going to see it. Come on.
Deuteronomy 28:48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Listen to this good. It's letting you know that God sent these people at you. Why? Because you didn't want to hear the laws. So he said, okay, now I'm going to deal with you. The enemies you want to serve. Read that again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies,
Come on.
which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
Right, so now those people who the Lord sending against you, you got to serve them in hunger. Meaning when it's time for you to eat, that man got to feed you. You got to work for that food. You got to work for what? The water. Come on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, meaning what? When it's time to get clothing, this man, your enemy, is the one that got to put the clothes on you. Come on.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. You're going to be lacking many things, and when you need it, you got to go to who? The man that came after you, that took your children, and now what? Got you in slavery. Let me ask you a question. Did this happen in history? That's what I want to ask. When did it happen, brother? Tell me.
I mean, that's what it says in the Bible. That's
Tell me, in your research, it's something that you can look at. When did this happen? That a people were taken.
back in the slavery days.
So many people know that African Americans were taken in slavery and what? Kids were given away. But many people don't know that the so-called Hispanics, the same thing happened to them. But going back the other way, they were taken to where? Spain, Italy, different places in Europe. That's why sometimes a lot of people, so-called Puerto Rican, so-called Dominicans, they may think they're from Spain because they may see somebody over there looking like them. But that's because your people were taken from here and given to the white man over there. Okay? This is what happened. It's called a transatlantic slave trade for a reason. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Right. It says that he, this enemy, shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Who this happened to? Do we know of any white people who had the yoke of iron on their neck? Just tell me. No. Look, this is from a book. It has the so-called Hispanics, right, the natives of that time, with the yoke of iron around their neck.
But did the Jewish people go through that?
What Jewish people? Never. Never.
The Holocaust?
The Holocaust, they had iron around their neck?
They had things, shed, gas.
No, sister.
Every
They never
culture went through it then.
They never went through none of this. How do I know this? Because I spoke to a person. And they already admitted to everybody here that they never went through this. They're not the Jews. They're not the real Jews, sis. That's why.
Deuteronomy 28:46.
Come on.
And there shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
These curses are going to be on the Israelites for a sign. The sign is what? Meaning a signal. Because that's all a signal is, really, is a sign. These curses are going to be on you for a sign. So now when I look on this brother, I ask him, bro, where you from? Where are you from, bro? Ecuador. Excellent, right? So we know that he's from what? South America.
South America.
Right? So we know that the natives of South America, we know that they came over in the time of the
And there shall be upon thee for a sign,
for a signal.
and for a wonder.
And for a wonder. Because people wondering, yo, what the hell happened to them people, man? How come everybody in South America, when you look, it look like they kind of poor? They go, yeah, there's places where they got money. There's always going to be that. Because what? America goes down and deals with particular people. To what? Keep the rest of the people in bondage. We know this, okay? We know it.
And upon thy seed forever.
And upon thy seed forever. These curses are going to be on our people forever. Until when? Until we come back and start serving the Lord. We're going to prove it further that we are the people, all of us standing here are the people that what? Went in slavery. Give me y'all, let's jump to 68, man. No. Finish up 48, I'm sorry. We got one important thing out of 48.
Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
All right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
So now it says that he's going to put a yoke of iron on your neck until he has destroyed you. So now we're going to deal with America now when they released the slaves in so-called 1863. All right? Now the yokes of iron came off. We're still here physically, but were we destroyed, yes or no?
Mentally, yes.
And that's what the Lord is dealing with. You know why? Because you did not know your name anymore. Now your name is Daphne. Your name's Rohini, out of this fight. What's your name, brother?
Ephraim.
Ephraim. What? Your name is Ephraim?
Ephraim.
Right now, if I ask a brother, what do you consider yourself as far as nationality?
Haitian. My mom's Haitian, my father's Haitian.
Okay, you call yourself Haitian.
Generations Haitian.
Right, you call yourself Haitian, but you call yourself Ecuadorian. Right, what do you consider yourself, brother? Right. So we got an American, a Haitian, and an Ecuadorian, with all three of y'all came from the same family. What? It's going to tell you this.
Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
You're going to become an astonishment. People going to be astonished. Look at these people, man. They walk with their hats to the side, bopping down the street. What's going on with these people, man? Man?
A proverb. And
A proverb meaning a certain name going to be called on you. Not your true name, but a different, like a slur. All right? Come on.
A proverb and a byword.
The byword is a slur. Proverb is more of a saying. They may say, yeah, them Ecuadorian cats, you know, they always walking with a knife. Oh, that black man, he's lazy. These Haitians, they like voodoo. You understand? That's how they going to deal with our people. Read on.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
In all nations. In all nations. Huh?
Haitians are known with it, but every culture do voodoo if you study it.
Yes, that's true, but Haitians are known for that. They are known for that. The Bible even talks about that. But what I'm telling you is that wherever we are to go in all the world, people are always looking at you strange. They know that. Listen, it's not about it's their business. The point is that you're reading something that was written 3,000 and change years ago. That's talking about you. So how can you now what? Say that this is not true? This is a true book. But let's get to the meat of the matter. Give me 68.
Deuteronomy 28:68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now it says the Lord shall bring thee, meaning you. Notice what he's saying. He's talking to the Israelites, but he's still saying you. He's telling them the Lord gonna bring you into Egypt again. Right? Meaning what? Give me Egypt. Because the Israelites were in Egypt in slavery. Then they got out. That's when now he's teaching them. But he's saying you're going back to Egypt again. Why did he say that? Read.
Exodus 20 and verse 2.
Come on.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. That's what was brought up earlier. What you said, bondage. He brought you out of what? Slavery. But now you're going back into Egypt again in slavery. He's talking about America when you read on in Revelation. That what? That America is spiritual Egypt and spiritual Sodom. Spiritual Babylon. That's right. All right? That's what we're going to be. That's why we were doing here. That's what we're here. We're serving our slavery. So many of you might say, wait a minute. This brother's from Ecuador. You from Haiti. But we don't look the same. Well, how is it that we family? Well, let me show you something real quick. Jeremiah 12 and 9. Y'all got to know how the Lord plays. Y'all got to know how the Lord plays. 12 and 9. Watch this. Check this out.
Jeremiah 12 and verse 9.
Come on.
Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
The Lord said, my heritage is unto me like a speckled bird. Anybody know what a speckled bird is? A spotted bird. But if you know the species of speckled birds, none of them look the same. They all got different flavors. That's what the Lord said. My heritage to me is a special word. Why? Because when the so-called 9 tribes, even all the way down, all right, they were mixed with the other nations. And in the book of Hosea, all right, look at what the Lord said about the so-called Hispanic tribes. I'm jumping the gun. I call it Hispanic tribe because y'all don't know everything, so I'm just jumping the gun to let you know what's being talked about.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8.
Yes.
Ephraim,
that's your name. Ephraim was the head of all of the northern kingdom of Israel, which is known today as the Hispanics. All right, come on.
Ephraim, he has mixed himself among the people.
Ephraim has mixed himself among the people. Come on.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Said Ephraim is a cake not turned. So when, let's say for instance you got a pancake and you got a pancake in a pan, you leaving it there. What one side gonna look like and the other side gonna look like?
Dark and light.
Right, dark and light. That's what the Lord is telling you. All right? But what? Now most of our people are found here in America. Right. Most of our people, give me Jeremiah 50 and 33. Most of our people are here together now. Now that's why the Lord gave us the opportunity to do what? Now we're gonna speak to the people, bring our people back. This is how we reaching each other now. 50 and 33.
Jeremiah 50, 33.
Come on.
Thus says the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah.
The children of Israel are the so-called Hispanic tribes. The children of Judah are the so-called blacks. The black Americans, the West Indians, the Levites, which are the Haitians, and all the way down are what? The children of Judah and the children of Israel. Come on.
The children of Israel and the children of Judah,
come on,
were oppressed together.
We're oppressed together. Here, you're oppressed together. Because what? Even when we hear certain things, we're able to go and get a job and certain things. But certain things as a unit, we're not a family. We're not a family. You see what? Puerto Ricans mad at the Dominicans. Dominicans mad at the Ecuadorians. Ecuadorians mad at the blacks. Blacks are mad at the West Indians. West Indians, come on, this is madness. We oppressed, we're destroyed. Because now the chains is off, we don't know who the hell we are. So now we're looking at all of our own people as the enemy. When who's the enemy? The Bible told you that man that put you in slavery, he called that your enemy. All right? So now that we know that we came over in slavery, right? This is what the Bible is saying. My question to you now, sis, is do you believe that you're an Israelite according to what we just read?
I believe I'm an Israelite.
I'm definitely not believing God. That's a lot.
You're definitely, you believe in God? Okay, all right. Well, guess what? We all got to start somewhere. How about you, brother?
I believe I'm an Israelite, yeah.
Huh?
I believe I'm one, yeah.
That's excellent, brother. Let's get that for the brother.